Dear children, today we will be explaining about decomposition reaction. I hope you have watched the previous lecture explaining about combination reactions. What are combination reactions? Reactions in which reactions in which two or more substances combine to give a single product. That type of reactions are known as combination reactions. And now we will explain decomposition reaction. Decomposition reaction is actually the just opposite of the combination reactions. That means reactions in which single reactant breaks down to two or more simpler substances. For example, calcium carbonate on heating decomposes to give calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. In this reaction, a single reactant, calcium carbonate, splits into two different substances, that is calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. This type of reaction is known as decomposition reaction. And decompose, the word decompose means to break down. To break a substance, energy is needed. And this energy we can supply in the form of heat, light or electricity. That is, decomposition reactions are carried out by applying heat, light or electricity. This heat, light or electricity provide energies which breaks a compound into two simpler substances that we already saw here. Calcium carbonate decomposes to give calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. So it is an example for decomposition reaction. Now, based on what type of energy we are using, we can classify decomposition reaction into three types. Thermal decomposition reaction, if we are using heat energy. Electrolytic decomposition reaction, when electricity is used, and photolytic decomposition reaction when light energy is used. So based on what type of energy we are using, we can classify decomposition reaction into three types: thermal decomposition, electrolytic decomposition and photolytic decomposition reaction. Now we will explain one by one with examples. First one is thermal decomposition reactions. Thermal means heating. That means decomposition reaction carried out by heating. It means in a reaction when a compound splits into two or more simpler substances by heating is called thermal decomposition reaction. For example, decomposition of calcium carbonate. Calcium carbonate on heating decompose to give calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. So here we are providing heat energy, therefore it is an example for thermal decomposition reaction. Now this reaction, decomposition of calcium carbonate, is a very important reaction in various and it is used in various industries, because calcium oxide formed by the decomposition of calcium carbonate is used on a large scale in the manufacture of cement and glass. Next example, decomposition of ferrous sulfate crystals. Ferrous sulfate crystal, the chemical formula of ferrous sulfate crystal is FeSO4 7H2O. It contains 7 molecules of water. That means 1 molecule of ferrous sulfate contains 7 molecules of water. So when we heat these ferrous sulfate crystals, which is green in color, ferrous sulfate crystals are green in color. So when ferrous sulfate crystals are heated, they lose water molecules and form anhydrous ferrous sulfate, which is white in color. And this anhydrous ferrous sulfate, on providing heat energy, decomposes to give ferric oxide, which is brown in color, and it along with the formation of sulfur dioxide and sulfur trioxide. So here you can see ferrous sulfate on heating splits into three different substances: ferric oxide, sulfur dioxide and sulfur trioxide. Therefore, it is an example of thermal decomposition reaction. Now how to do this activity? To do this activity, you have to take about 2 grams of ferrous sulfate crystals in a dry boiling tube. Hold it with a test tube holder and heat it over a burner. So during this reaction, we will observe the green color ferrous sulfate crystals first changes to white in color and then to brown ferric oxide. and we will get a smell of burning sulfur, and this is due to the formation of sulfur dioxide. So here in this reaction also we are providing heat energy for decomposing ferrous sulfate crystals to ferric oxide, sulfur dioxide and sulfur trioxide. Therefore, this is also an example of thermal decomposition reaction. Let us check one more example. Decomposition of lead nitrate. Lead nitrate is a white color salt. On heating, it splits into three different substances. Yellow color lead oxide, brown fumes of nitrogen dioxide and oxygen gas. Same like that, you have to take how we did for ferrous sulfate crystal, heating of ferrous sulfate crystals, you have to take a dry boiling tube and take about 2 grams of lead nitrate and heat it over a burner. During this process, we will observe the test tube is filled with brown fumes, and these brown fumes are nitrogen dioxide gas. So, in this reaction, on heating, when we are providing heat energy, this lead nitrate decomposes to give lead oxide, nitrogen dioxide and oxygen. We are using here heat energy to break this substance. Therefore, it is also an example for thermal decomposition reaction. So, here observation, when you are doing these reactions, what are the observations? First one is brown fumes of nitrogen dioxide gas is filled in this test tube. Second one, you will get a yellow residue, that is lead oxide in the test tube. These are the observations. So, we discussed three examples for thermal decomposition reaction: decomposition of calcium carbonate, decomposition of ferrous sulfate crystals and decomposition of lead nitrate. Now let us move to next type of decomposition reaction, electrolytic decomposition reaction. Decomposition reactions carried out by electricity. That type of reaction is known as electrolytic decomposition reaction. That means when a compound splits into two or more simpler substances by the action of electricity. Example, electrolysis of water. Electrolysis of water results in the separation of hydrogen and oxygen. Suppose, instead of electricity, if you are providing heat energy to water, when we heat water, water changes to water vapor only. We will not get hydrogen gas and oxygen gas. So, to separate hydrogen gas and oxygen gas from water, we have to pass electricity through it. So, decomposition of water in presence by passing electricity through acidified water, hydrogen gas and oxygen gas is separated. Therefore, this is an example of electrolytic decomposition reaction. Now, how to do this activity? For that, you have to take a plastic container, drill 2 holes at its base and fix 2 rubber stoppers. Insert 2 carbon electrodes in these rubber stoppers. Now, connect these electrodes to a 6-volt battery. The electrode which is connected to the negative terminal of the battery is known as cathode or negative electrode, and the electrode which is connected to the positive terminal of the battery is known as anode or positive electrode. Now, fill the container with water such that the electrodes are immersed. As we know that water is a poor conductor of electricity, add few drops of sulfuric acid to increase the conductivity. Next step is, you have to take 2 test tubes filled with water and invert them over these electrodes. This is the arrangement of apparatus. Once again I will explain it. You have to take a plastic container, fix 2 carbon electrode, connect this electrode to a 6-volt battery, fill the container with acidified water, then take 2 test tubes filled with water and invert them over these electrodes. Now switch on the current and leave the apparatus undisturbed for some time. After some time, we will observe formation of bubbles at these electrodes, and these gases displays water in these test tubes and gets collected at the top part of the inverted test tube. The gas collected at cathode is hydrogen and the gas obtained at anode is oxygen. From the figure, it is clear that the volume of the gas collected in both the test tubes are not same. In fact, the volume of hydrogen gas is double the volume of oxygen gas. Because in this equation it is clear, during the electrolysis of water, we are getting 2 molecules of hydrogen and 1 molecule of oxygen. That means hydrogen and oxygen are present in the ratio 2:1 by volume. That's why the volume of hydrogen gas is double the volume of oxygen. Hope you understood. So things to remember here. Hydrogen gas is obtained at cathode, oxygen gas is obtained at anode, and the volume of hydrogen gas is double the volume of oxygen gas. And please make sure that while performing this activity, take acidified water to increase the conductivity. Now, how can you test these gases, hydrogen gas and oxygen gas? For that, take these test tubes carefully and test them one by one by bringing your burning candle near to it. When you bring a burning candle near to the mouth of the test tube containing hydrogen, it burns with a pop sound, and that containing oxygen starts burning more brightly. Thus, we can test hydrogen gas and oxygen gas. Now, next type of decomposition reaction is photolytic decomposition reaction or photolysis. Decomposition reaction carried out by light energy. That type of reactions are known as photolytic decomposition reactions. We are using here light energy. For example, decomposition of silver chloride. Take about 2 grams of silver chloride in a china dish and place it in sunlight for some time. After some time, you can see that white color silver chloride, the color of silver chloride is white. White color silver chloride turns to green. This is due to the formation of silver metal. So, white color silver chloride, when exposed to sunlight, decomposes to give silver and chlorine gas. Here we are using light energy, therefore it is an example of photolytic decomposition reaction. Next example, decomposition of silver bromide. Same like silver chloride, when we expose silver bromide to sunlight, silver bromide decomposes to give silver and bromine vapor. So these two reactions, decomposition of silver chloride and decomposition of silver bromide, are examples of photolytic decomposition reaction. And these two reactions are used in black and white photography. So all the 3 types of reactions, decomposition reactions we explained. That is thermal decomposition reaction, where we are using heat energy, electrolytic decomposition reaction where electricity is used, and photolytic decomposition reaction where we are using light energy. In all these reactions, we can see that energy is used or absorbed, and that type of reactions are known as endothermic reactions. That means reactions in which energy is absorbed are known as endothermic reactions. In the previous class, we learned about exothermic reactions. What are exothermic reactions? Reactions in which heat is released. That type of reactions are known as exothermic, and you learned many examples for exothermic reactions also. Endothermic reactions means reactions in which energy is absorbed. That type of reactions are known as endothermic reactions. And if any examples are asking for endothermic reaction, you can write any of the examples that we learned today from decomposition reaction, that is decomposition of lead nitrate, decomposition of silver chloride, electrolysis of water, etc. Any examples you can write for endothermic reaction, because in all these reactions energy is used. Hope you understood all the concepts in this section. Now, this is an assignment for you. Write these questions in your notebook and try to answer it. First question, define the term decomposition reaction. Write one equation each for decomposition reactions where energy is supplied in the form of heat, light and electricity. Already we discussed what is decomposition reaction, and you have to write one equation each from different types of decomposition reaction where we are using heat energy, light energy and electricity. We discussed many examples. And one thing keep in mind, always write valence chemical equation. Next question, 2 grams of ferrous sulfate crystals are heated in a dry boiling tube. State the color of ferrous sulfate crystals both before heating and after heating. We already learned the color of ferrous sulfate crystal is green, and after heating we are getting brown color ferric oxide. Name the gases produced during heating and write the valence chemical equation for the reaction and identify the type of reaction. Identify the type of chemical reaction means this is decomposition of ferrous sulfate. When we heat ferrous sulfate crystals, it decomposes to give ferric oxide, sulfur dioxide and sulfur trioxide, and we are using here heat energy. We are heating this one, therefore it is a thermal decomposition reaction. Now third one, in the electrolysis of water, name the gas collected at the cathode and anode respectively. Why is the volume of one gas collected at one electrode is double than that at the other, and name this gas. That also we explained why the volume of hydrogen gas is double the volume of oxygen gas. You have to write it. How will you test the evolved gases? So answer all these questions. Thank you.